Joke characters in video games.
Games can get pretty serious, so sometimes it is nice to get
Mario?
comedic relief. I introduce you guys to the joke character. Joke characters are strange, unique, and usually humorous characters that are added into a game
A pizza.
for the sake of a joke. As for what that joke is, well, it depends. Sometimes it's a terrible character meant to make playing as them a challenge. Sometimes it's a meme amongst the
Pichu?
fan base that's managed to make its way into the actual game. And sometimes it's an inside thing amongst the developers. One of the most memorable classic joke characters is the boxer Glass Joe from the Punch-Out series.
Glass
is a
Joe.
character in most of the Punch-Out games, and in every game that he's in,
Just knock him
he's
out?
always the first person that you have to face. His professional boxing record is 1 win and 99 losses. Glass Joe is the definition of the word loser.
You got one
His
though.
name, Glass
Hey,
Joe,
hey.
is a reference to the term glass jaw, which is
Once a winner, always a winner. Nope.
and 99 losses.
I mean, that's kind of unfortunate, but to call him a complete loser, that's just too far. Man's not a complete loser.
Glass Joe is the definition of the word loser. Even his name, Glass Joe, is a reference to the term glass jaw, which is used by boxers to describe someone who's an easy KO. Glass Joe hails from France, which you may have noticed since his intro song is the French national anthem. In Punch-Out Wii, Glass
that's
Joe
it?
decides it's time to fix his glass jaw, so he ends up...
Wait, huh? I thought theirs went. Wait. Canada? No, Canada's okay. Oh wait, who's the? Wait, how'd it go? I thought there was. Is that not Italian? Huh.
In Punch-Out Wii, Glass
I
Joe
don't know.
decides it's time to fix
I
his
don't know.
glass jaw, so he ends up going to the doctor, and he gets protective headgear, which he uses when you rematch him. While the headgear does help, Glass Joe still isn't strong enough to be considered a threat. For such an iconic character to the series, it's strange that he doesn't show up in Super Punch-Out for the Super Nintendo. Instead of Glass Joe, the first opponent in that game is Gabby J, who is also from
Gabby?
France. He also weighs 110 pounds.
199.
Also has a record of 1 win and 99 losses. Heck, he and Glass Joe have the same initials. It always seems strange to me why they'd replace Glass Joe with a very obvious knockoff. However, it all makes sense if you read Gabby J's bio in the Super Punch-Out manual. Apparently, despite being 18 years older than him, Gabby J was actually a student of Glass Joe.
What?
By knocking out Glass Joe, Gabby J graduated from Glass Joe's boxing school.
What? 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 Brother went to go fucking train with Joe, and his way of getting into the professional circuit was by knocking Joe's ass out? And then he got the same record. His only win is against Joe? No way. Does that even count? It was at his boxing school. Isn't that like a amateur win or some shit? That. Oh, now hold on now. Something ain't right.
And earned his one and only
What?
Of course, that also makes me wonder, who was the one bum that Glass Joe managed to beat?
Right.
Well, I know one guy who Glass Joe might have been able to beat. Hercule from Dragon Ball Z. Now, I know
Fucking
that
Hercule.
DBZ is an anime, but the series has had plenty of fighting games. And in all the ones
True.
I've
Oh
played,
my god, he's gonna throw the bomb. Oh, this is the Budokai. He's gonna do the bomb thing.
Hercule is always
Oh,
the
he's
joke
so
character.
bad.
Hercule in the Dragon Ball anime is a fighter who won several of the World Martial Arts tournaments.
Oh, not the bomb
But
thing.
The only
Or the
reason
bomb thing.
why he won is because the main characters didn't show up. Compared to normal people, Hercule might as well be Superman. The guy can rip phone books in half and punch through school buses with his bare hands. However, like I said, this is only impressive to normal people. Compared to Saiyans like Goku, Vegeta, and Gohan, Hercule might as well be a roll of wet toilet paper. Unlike the other characters, Hercule can't fly, so he uses a jetpack. He can't shoot energy blasts, so
He got a
just
rock.
throws rocks. One of his attacks is to literally fart on you, and in his ultimate move in Tenkaichi 3, he doesn't even do anything. He gets clobbered, so he gets someone else to help him. As a kid, I absolutely hated that guy. He was shitty.
I forgot about that. He literally sits there and just shadow boxes with him.
Is to literally fart on you, and in his ultimate move in Tenkaichi 3, he doesn't even do anything. He gets clobbered, so he gets someone else to help him. As a kid, I absolutely hated.
Oh, there it is.
He's a showgirl who routinely gets the credit that the heroes deserve. One of his special moves in Budokai 3 is literally him taking a selfie. But as I got
Oh, what?
older,
I could have sworn this man. Is it like earlier Budokai? Is it Saga? There's one game out there, Dragon Ball, that where he runs up and he just throws a fake rock, I think, and it blows up. Oh, maybe it's somebody else. I don't know.
mellowed out.
It's been a
and
minute.
took things less seriously.
It's been a
I begin
minute.
to appreciate just the absurd goofiness of this character. He's an absolute treat to watch in the show and to play as in the games. It's a shame Hercule wasn't in Dragon Ball FighterZ, but I am very sure that he'll make an appearance in Tenkaichi 4, considering Tenkaichi 3 lets literally anyone be a character. Another series that lets literally anyone.
Oh, that was amazing. That was amazing. I remember spamming this game. Fucking hell. I forgot. What is it? Budokai coming out. Oh, that's gonna be sick.
Tenkaichi 3 lets literally anyone be a character.
It's been a minute.
Another series that lets literally anyone be a character, including a children's toy and a plant,
Sora.
is Super Smash Bros. Smash has a long history of joke characters, but to this day, I think the character that made me go, huh? The most is Wii Fit Trainer. First introduced in Smash for 3DS and Wii U in 2014.
Is she like kind of good though, no?
Wii Fit Trainer is, well, she's the trainer from Wii Fit, a 2007 fitness game for the Wii. While her inclusion is...
I remember playing online and someone doing like ridiculous shit with this lady. I don't know if he was just too good or I was like just yeah, I don't know.
Definitely a joke. I think you guys have to remember just how popular Wii Fit was. Despite being a game that you needed a peripheral to play, it ended up being the best-selling Wii game of all time, pushing over 22 million copies.
Bro, I thought it was a joke. I knew it was real, but I thought it was like one of those things that was like existed but nobody bought. Damn. That is a lot. 22 mil units.
Can you guess what the 7th best-selling Wii game is?
Wii Sports.
Fit Plus, the sequel to Wii Fit, released 2 years later in late 2009. Wii Fit Trainer is the instructor who...
What's number one? Is number one Sports, or does Sports not count because it came with the Wii? I actually want to know. Oh, the Wii had some good games. The Wii had some great games. I want to know what was top dog. Oh, it was Wii Sports. I didn't know that counts. Cause like, usually you would just get it with the console. Same with Resort. You could get like a black one with the Resort one. That's the one we got. And then we had an OG at one point with the Wii Sports. Damn. Mario Kart Wii is number 2. What a banger with the fucking bro, that shit crazy. Damn. New Super Mario Bros. Number 4. Hot damn. Oh, what a time.
Shows you how to do the various yoga and strength training routines. There are plenty of other mini games which I spent way more time playing as a kid in Wii Fit, but Wii Fit Trainer doesn't appear in those. I say she, even though technically Wii Fit Trainer is a gender-neutral character, given they have female and male versions in the Wii Fit games as well as in Smash, but no one cares about the male Wii Fit Trainer. When she was first announced, some people were negative, some were positive, but I feel like most people were just in awe of how out of left field her inclusion was. But by the time her reveal trailer was over, almost everyone was sold on her. She's just such a unique and one-of-a-kind character. I mean, her fighting style isn't even really fighting. She's just doing a bunch of yoga poses. It's absolutely hilarious that she's included in the series, and she's become a fan-favorite character. Admittedly,
it's kind of weird. Maybe like when I was playing, the way that like I remember the first time I went against the lady, I kept thinking when she was dancing that it was all counters, so I was scared to hit her. It just ended up to where she just fucked me up. I was like,
soft spot
it's terrible.
So I'm glad Wii Fit will forever be remembered thanks to Wii Fit Trainer being included in Smash. I don't think there's a more iconic joke character than Dan Hibiki from the Street Fighter series. Dan's creation is quite interesting. Here's the story. There was a fighting game called Art of Fighting, which was developed by SNK, that was released about a year and a half after Street Fighter 2. The main character from Art of Fighting, Ryo Sakazaki, looked uncannily similar
Look
to
like,
Street Fighter.
yeah,
And his
what the
name,
hell?
Ryo, is only a letter off from
Ryu
from Street Fighter. Ryo even had a Hadouken-like fireball. Capcom most likely saw this as SNK ripping them off, so in 1995, with the release of Street Fighter Alpha, Capcom introduced a new secret character, Dan Hibiki. Dan's outfit looks very similar to Ryo's, with both of them rocking a martial arts gi with a black t-shirt underneath, although instead of wearing an orange gi, Dan wears a manly bright pink gi. Dan also has a very similar hairstyle to the other main character of Art of Fighting, Robert Garcia. Ryo has a little sister named Yuri. Later, it was revealed in Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter that Dan has a little sister named Yuri Ko. Over the years, it seemed like Dan got more and more references to SNK series added to his character. This was made even funnier when Capcom and SNK eventually worked together on a crossover fighting game series. At the very least, it seems like SNK is pretty cool about the whole situation. Dan, on the other hand, is an absolute goofball. His version of the Hadouken barely leaves his fingertips before it disappears. His Shoryuken
like a melee Hadouken.
And he can't even spin with his Tatsumaki. The one cool thing Dan can do is taunt.
Wait,
endlessly.
what the fuck? Yo, Street Fighter has the fucking... That's the Bruce Lee set, no? What the fuck?
Street Fighter Alpha, all of the characters can taunt. But
With the
only
cat,
once per
with the
round.
kitty.
Dan, however, can taunt as much as he wants. In Street Fighter Alpha 2, they even gave him a super combo that's just a really long taunt. Even though Dan is a joke character, he actually has a really sad backstory. His father, Go Hibiki, fought the final boss of the original Street Fighter, Sagat. While Go did manage to take out one of Sagat's eyes, Sagat managed to take Go's life. After that moment, Dan swore to defeat Sagat and get revenge for his father's death. He trained under Goken, the same man who trained Ryu and Ken. However, when Goken learned that Dan planned to use his training for revenge, Goken kicked Dan out of the dojo. Dan had not yet finished his training with Goken, so he developed his own fighting style using what he had learned.
He's like,
After leaving the dojo, Dan struggled in poverty.
He's like Tao Lun, no? He's like Tao Lun with Sifu.
Style using what he had learned. After leaving the dojo, Dan struggled in poverty. He couldn't even pay his phone bill, so when Blanca called Dan to tell him about the World Warrior tournament that Street Fighter 2 takes place in, Dan couldn't answer, which is probably the funniest reason I've ever heard of to explain why a character in a prequel didn't show up. Dan is a showboating, cocky dork, but he's the kind of goober that you just want to root for. Joke characters are always a delight to have in a game. They're usually underpowered underdogs, which makes them easy to root for. They're also usually much more relatable than the larger-than-life characters. Glass Joe isn't a hotshot boxer, he's just a guy who likes bread. Hercule is a lot closer to a normal human being in strength
just like me.
than the godlike powers of some of the other DBZ characters. In a world of legendary heroes and space bounty hunters, Wii Fit Trainer is just a chick trying to help.
Yeah, but does anyone actually like playing Hercules? There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. Wii Fit Trainer, I can see. Glass Joe, why not, man? I mean, we can make it work. Who's the other one? That guy. He seems like he'd be pretty okay. I don't know.
People lose weight, while Ryu can...
Hercule, though, I would always avoid Hercule whenever I do the randomizer on the Budokai. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that.
Amazing martial arts masters, Dan is a plucky self-taught fighter. Joke characters are simultaneously over the top and very down to earth, and that's what makes them so awesome.
Yeah, that's fair.